Time now for Consumer Confidential with KTLA 5's David Lazarus.
He is joining us live this morning. And David, it is official. The Fed has now made another aggressive interest rate hike.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Lou and Glenn, this is the first time in modern history that the Fed has imposed a 3/4 point rate hike 2 months in a row, which really underlines the severity not just of inflation, but the seriousness with which financial authorities are approaching this problem. Not just here in the United States, but worldwide. European authorities, Canadian authorities, Asian authorities, they're all raising interest rates as inflation spins around the globe and threatens to upend global economies. All right, here's what the latest rate hike means for you. Credit card interest rates, they're going up. Be very careful about carrying a balance. Mortgage rates, car loan rates, they're all going up as well. Not a surprise, but now that it's happening, be mindful of that. And we'll also keep an eye on these markets because almost certainly people will pull back from committing to new borrowing in the face of higher rates. Going forward, well, the guess right now is that come September, which is when the Fed meets again, we'll see a 1/2 point rate hike just to keep pushing the ball down the field. And then after that, maybe 1 or 2 1/4 point rate increases, kind of like icing on the cake. And by that time, next year, it's hoped that inflation has been brought down and the Fed can then start cutting rates again to boost economic growth. And it's a very, very tricky dance that they have to pull off, but that's what their job is. Now, it's all about perceptions at this point. The Fed needs to convey to consumers and to others that it's on top of its game and it is acting accordingly. At the moment, stocks are higher because this had been expected. In the 1 o'clock hour, we'll have some comments from the Fed chief and we'll look at the closing bell numbers.
All right, interesting question here that you have given us for you to answer. What could happen if consumers grow accustomed to the high inflation? Really?
This is the thing, Glenn, and this is what economists call the wage price spiral. So this is something that's been around for decades, and in academic circles, it's a very dangerous situation. We saw it in the 1970s, we saw it in the 1980s. Once you get into the wage price spiral, it's difficult to break the cycle. All right, what is it? The wage price spiral happens when consumers become accustomed to high inflation, when they just accept it as the new normal, they don't think prices are coming back down, and this is how it is going forward. And this makes things a self-fulfilling prophecy, because once consumers realize or accept that high prices are a fact of life, they turn to their employers and say, you need to give me a raise to deal with that. And many employers, especially in a tight labor market, will give wage increases or overall compensation to avoid losing their top people. And then it gets even worse because other businesses will see wages going up and think, well, I might as well raise prices some more because everyone has more money in their pocket. And there's the spiral right there. Prices keep going up, wages keep going up, and it just becomes tougher and tougher to break that cycle. Again, we've seen it before in the 70s and the 80s. This is the key thing that financial authorities are trying to avoid this time, and that's why you can be sure Fed Chief Jerome Powell and other authorities are going to be communicating in as plain a language as they can that consumers need to remember this is a temporary thing, that this too shall pass, and that it is not the new normal. They do not want anyone to think that it is the new normal, because then of course we're heading down that spiral and nobody wants that. So consumers ultimately are at the center of this, not the Federal Reserve, and let's hope we all keep our eye on the ball as this goes forward.
And David, Twitter, this is big, has set a date to vote on Elon Musk's buyout offer.
It is big, but it's also routine. Now, anytime there's an acquisition like this, and it's a publicly traded company, the company has to tell its shareholders that they need to approve the deal. So that happens routinely. But the fact that Twitter has scheduled a shareholder vote on Elon Musk's $44 billion acquisition of the company for September 13th is pivotal. Keep in mind, Musk wants no part of this deal anymore. He's wildly overpaying. He's using the prospect of fake accounts as an excuse to get out of it, but Twitter has already filed a lawsuit compelling him to go forward and meet the terms of his contract. That trial is scheduled to start in October. So the September 13th vote by Twitter shareholders, and Twitter has already advised that they approve the deal, is going to turn up the heat on Musk because it just means more leverage leverage on Twitter's part to try to resolve this thing. And again, I don't think we're going to be going to a trial on this. This just means there's a lot of jockeying going on to try and get the best possible terms for a settlement. So with Twitter now scheduling that vote, and let's assume that shareholders approve it, because why wouldn't they? It's a big payday for them. That in turn is going to put the onus on Musk to now come up with a face-saving way out of things, but still probably having to pay potentially billions of dollars to walk away. That's coming up.